This is grade 7, chapter 8, part 5, creating circle graphs. So you're going to create them on your own. So to draw a circle graph, you have to convert the amount to a percent or a decimal. Okay? It's because percents are decimals. We know this, but just multiplied by 100. So if we have the amount over the total, that will give us a decimal or a percent, depending on how you look at it. If you get the decimal, then you can convert it to a percent. So to do that, we have to find the equivalent percent of a circle, and we know that circles are 360 degrees. So 50% of that circle is 360 times 0.5, because that's how we represent percents in math, and that would equal 180 degrees. So that would be how much we have to show in that circle graph. So again, this may be a little small at home, but listen up and you can find out here. The internet use, number of days in a week. So if there's 0 days right here, we're going to go red. The number of students that use it 0 times a week is 3% of the total, because there's 30 total. Out of the whole, everybody that's asked, it's 30 people. So 3 divided by 10 equals 10%, or 0.1, which equals 10%. So when we use that, we go 0.1 times 360 equals 36 degrees. So we know that this right here will be 36 degrees, because that's 10% of a circle. So if we take the next one, 1 to 3 students, there are 9 students that use that. So 9 divided by 30 equals 30%, or 0.3, which is 30%. So again, to take this, we take that and we go 0.3 times 360 equals 108 degrees. So when we take our protractor, we measure it out. This is 90, remember? So 108 degrees is just going to be a little bit more. And when we measure that out, that's going to be 108 degrees. Sorry, it's just getting a little bit messy here. So that's 108 degrees. This here is 36 degrees. Sorry. This here is 36 degrees. And then to find out what the rest is, just to confirm that we have it all together, we take, there are 4 more with 18, which 18 people use the internet 4 or more times a week. So that's 18 divided by 30, which equals 60%, or 0.6. So when we put 60%, we use 0.6 times 360 equals 216 degrees. And that right there is that all the way around there, 216 degrees. So the important part is you label the part of the circle, you give the percent, and it should equal the degrees that you had for the circle. When we add up all of the percents as well as the degrees, if we have percents, it's 10% plus 30% plus 60%, and that equals 100%. If we want to double check and we want to add up 36 plus 108 plus 216, we know that that equals 360 degrees. So 360 degrees is a full circle, which means we have all the information. 100% is 100%, so that means we have all the information accounted for, and our circle graph is complete. So the key idea is the sum of the central angles equals 360 degrees. To create the circle graph, use a protractor, express each category as a percent of the total, use the decimal value equivalent to the percent to calculate the measure in the central angle, which is what we did in the last one. That's that percent times 360 equals the degree that you use for the sector. Use a protractor to measure and draw each central angle, and a central angle is how much a sector is. Add sector labels and a title to the graph. So add labels and a title, because you will be docked marked for that. Your homework is pages 296 and 297, questions 4, 5, and 6. Thanks so much. Come see me if you have questions.